Well, we're about ready to tap it off at Quincy High School for the traditional final game for both teams in the league, the Old Colony League, Quincy against North Quincy. I'm Brian Buckley. With me is Athletic Director at Quincy High School, Ed Miller. Ed, should be a good ball game, huh?
Should be a great game, Brian, as this rivalry continues. Always a great game between North Quincy and Quincy. The two officials for tonight's game are Ronnie Martell and Tommy Brault.
And they'll have a tough job ahead of them because there's a lot of enthusiasm in both teams here, and they'll be rough and tumble most of the game trying to get those rebounds and loose balls. Fitzpatrick against O'Toole on the jump. It's controlled by North Quincy, and it's Adam Wu got the control and went to McGillicuddy, top of the key, stops, looks for McCann. McCann goes over to Wu, inside to O'Toole, a turnaround, round the rim and out. Rebound goes to Quincy High. That's Andy Tam with a nice rebound. Danny Kelly, this guy right here, he's the heart and soul of Quincy High basketball. Needs 35 points in the last 3 games to get 1,000. He's also a quarterback on a football team. Now Quincy gets the ball outside. Looking on the perimeter for a jump shot. It's off the rim by Chase Clark, one of the tri-captains. North gets the loose ball, goes to McCann, out to Wu. Looks like they're going to run with it. Wu on the drive, down the lane, looks. Round the back pass inside, but he gets hit with a push-off. Foul was called inside. I didn't get the foul. Did you see who that foul was on, Eddie?
The girls are in my way here, Coach.
We got cheerleaders right in front of us. This is a big crowd here. That was on Danny Kelly. That's his first foul of the night. Goes into the corner. Jump shot made by McCann. Matt McCann for North Quincy. Just recently was elected to the Old Colony All-Star team. He's a 6-foot senior. 2-2-1 press by North. Inside it goes. Nice turnaround. Andy Tam with a jumper. Went right over O'Toole with that one. It's 3-2. North Quincy leads this early in the game. Phil McGillicuddy, also an all-star in the Old Colony League, gives it off to Adam Wu on a drive. Jump stop. Lays it up. No good. Rebound. Goes to Fitzpatrick. Nice rebound for Quincy. Bring it up the sideline. Kelly.
They're just feeling each other out at this point, Brian.
Yeah.
Both teams.
As a former coach, Eddie, how do you keep the excitement down, get them playing level-headed? It's hard in a game like this.
It's pretty hard. The adrenaline's flowing. Well, you let them go. Let them play.
Quincy will take it out on the sideline. Chase Clark with it. An all-star in the Old Colony League as well. Inside. Andy Tam looked like he might have traveled, but they're going to call a foul inside. That'll go on North Quincy's Mike Ketty, a 6-foot junior. 14:23 left in this exciting game. At the line shooting two is Andy Tam. Dips, shoots. He's got the first one. We're all tied at 3 apiece. We'll give you the rundown of some of the other games today. We had freshman boys and girls, JV boys and girls. This is Quincy North Day here in the great city of Presidents. Around the rim, no good. Rebound goes to North. Ketty with it. Gets it out to McGillicuddy. He's their point guard. Adam Wu on a drive. Stops and pops. Has the shot blocked. Inside, Ketty hustles for the loose ball. Gets it. To O'Toole, and they reset. McGillicuddy looking for the pick and roll. There goes Cuddy, and they're going to call a block.
North Quincy blocked. He moved on the screen. Didn't hold that screen. 31.
Mike Ketty with an illegal screen could call for the block. North Quincy now looks like they're changing their defense.
Put the other big guy in, Brian. 34.
Okay, they've got Drysdale in. They got some height inside now for North. Kelly in the corner. Skip pass across. Antonellis with it. Back. And Chase Clark's going to be called with a travel. A little eager early in the game. As you said, Eddie, both teams trying to get a feel for each other and just get settled a little bit. Goes inbounds to Drysdale. Straight man-to-man by Quincy High School. That's John Francisini, the head coach trademark. Plays man-to-man. Wu with the ball now. Goes down inside to O'Toole. They skip it over to McGillicuddy. The little jumper. Bang. 5-3 now. North Quincy takes the lead.
2-2-1.
In their 2-2-1 press. Quincy takes their time, trying to look the situation over. They get the ball in the middle of Fitzpatrick. The big guy gets it out front, under control. North playing aggressive defense early as Chase Clark, the tri-captain, 6-foot senior, goes to Kelly, the jumper, around the rim, no good. Inside, Fitzpatrick can't get him to go. Tip back, nice save by Drysdale. Goes to McGillicuddy on the wing to McCann. He drives down the lane, scoop. Off the backboard, he got hammered, no call. Here come the Presidents. Danny Kelly had a great year, a great career here at Quincy High School. Settles his offense, sets up a play, goes to the wing. Chase Clark looks inside, can't get it back to Kelly. Tricky dribbles to the top of the key. They skip it to Antonellis. Antonellis in the corner, can't find anybody open. Skips it to Fitzpatrick. Very deliberate. Chase Clark on the drive, the jumper, round the rim, and it goes! Chase Clark with a jumper. Very deliberate on offense that time, Coach Miller.
They worked it in there and around the North Quincy zone. Got it in there for a nice shot. They were very patient that time. I think both teams are settling down.
Okay, McGillicuddy getting some pressure from Chase Clark. On the drive, the little lefty on the baseline, no good. Rebound, scooped around. Quincy's got it. And the referee calls it going North Quincy's way, Quincy's way, excuse me. Right in front of us. Again, we've got the cheerleaders from Quincy High. Not only are they noisy, they're blocking our view of anything down in that right-hand corner.
Adam Jurowitz in the game for Quincy and Mark Robertson in the game for Quincy.
So Coach Francisini trying to use some players, see if they can wear down North Quincy Club. Okay, gets out on the rebound of McCann. He's going to go all the way, lays it up around the rim, can't get it to go. Good rebound in there by Adam Jurowitz, the 6-foot 1-inch junior. Kelly walks the ball up, tries to get the pick at the top of the key by Antonellis. Mark Robinson with it. Uh-oh, has trouble with the ball, but gets it back. Chase Clark now, back to Robinson. Robinson looking, finds Kelly on the wing. Kelly goes left, down to the baseline. Inside pass of beauty, and the 30-second violation went off. Took a little bit too much time that time, Coach. Okay, North gets the ball in bounds. McGillicuddy brings it over half court. He's a left-hander, bringing it up with his right hand. On a drive down the lane. Nice little leaner, goes in off the basket. Good drive by McGillicuddy, uses his body. Able to get position. 7-5 now. North Quincy leads Presidents. Robinson, tricky dribbles. Down in low. Nice play. Adam Jurowitz got good position, power the ball up in there, and that ties the ball game at 7-7 with just under 11 minutes to go in his first half. On the drive, McGillicuddy gets it to the corner. McCann inside for O'Toole, and he gets pushed from behind. And they're going to call that foul, I believe, on Adam Jurowitz. It is. It's his first foul.
Not a good foul, Brian. You know, play behind him. You don't want to foul.
Okay, O'Toole misses an easy one. Quincy rebounds. They get it up court to Clark to Kelly. Kelly looking, trying to get Jurowitz back door. It wasn't there. Kelly goes to the corner. Spins, gets it back to Clark. Clark looking. Can't get anything to go. Goes to Robinson for the three. Doesn't drop. Kelly with it up top. And Kelly bombs away. Doesn't go. Rebound. Okay. Chase Clark made a nice effort to get the rebound, but they had him. Said he dragged his pivot foot.
Just got tangled up a little bit with Danny Kelly and dragged that foot.
North Quincy makes a substitution in here right now. That's Joey Holleran. He's in for Adam Wu. So McGillicuddy and Holleran in the backcourt with McCann. O'Toole on the drive. And Brandon Sleeth, who's also checked in for North. So both coaches using their bench, trying to wear the opposing team down, their arch rivals, in this big day for both teams, especially the seniors. Trying to get it in bounds. They do. Nice play. Joey Holleran get good position, cut to the basket, and McGillicuddy found him. It's 9-7. North Quincy Red Raiders leading the Quincy Presidents. The high post. Robinson gets it. Robinson on the drive inside. Nice pass, goes around the rim. Missed by Jurowitz. Kick back out. Robinson gets the loose ball. Quincy gets it back on the drive. Turnaround jumper. That doesn't go. And North rebounds. That's Matt McCann with a rebound. 9:24 left in this first half. Back and forth action. McCann at the top of the key. Looks for O'Toole. Can't find him. Goes to the corner. Inside to O'Toole. Nice play. Didn't get weak side help. O'Toole misses the easy one. McCann gets the rebound. He goes back up with it. That doesn't go down. O'Toole back up with it. Doesn't go. And Quincy with a rebound. Good hustle inside by the Presidents as they stayed with it. North missed a couple of buddies. Quincy stayed with it. They get the ball back. Kelly brings it up. Kind of defense draped all over him. Gets the ball to Robinson. Robinson in the corner. We've got a pushing foul down in the low post. And I think they're going to call it on O'Toole. They do. That's North Quincy's Dan O'Toole. A 6'7" senior. And he's going to come out as the 6'9" senior Justin Drysdale comes in. How would you like to have 6'9", 6'7" on your ball club? All right, back out top.
Going straight zone here. It looks like out of bounds.
Okay, North is in a zone. It looks like a 3-2 zone. That's Robinson, not Oscar Robinson. That's Quincy President's Mark Robinson. Gets it up top to Andy Tam. Andy inside. Fitzpatrick turns. Nice power move. Up off the glass. Doesn't go. And we're going to get a rebounding foul. Could be on Jurowitz again. He's aggressive inside, that's for sure.
Quincy's going a little size with Jurowitz staying in the ball game with Sean Fitzpatrick. So Quincy counters with some size, and North Quincy has one big man in there. So
yeah, we get a lot of big beef inside. McCann with a three from the corner. I think it was McCann. We couldn't see him. We're blocked out by the cheerleaders, but I'm pretty sure that was Matt McCann with a three. It's now 12-7 North Quincy over Quincy. Fitzpatrick with a pop from the top, and they just can't get that ball to drop. Quincy can't. Good shot, but they can't get it to go. McGillicuddy on the break, brings it back. Stops, has it knocked away, out deep. Brandon Sleeth missed the three. The rebound inside. We've got a push off. I think it's on Joey Holleran for North Quincy.
Both teams a little quick on the last both possessions. Instead of working that ball, and that's what the press will do for you. North Quincy pressing Quincy, and Quincy took the quick shot.
You're right, Coach. There's the pressure right there. It's Quincy, an errant pass in, and an alert Joey Holleran spotted it all the way, just picked it off, laid it in. It's 14-7. With 7:57 to go, we've got a timeout called by John Francisini, the head coach at Quincy High School, and he better call a timeout. His Presidents are down seven points here early, but we got a long way to go yet, right, Coach?
Long way to go. I think a couple of turnovers there by the Presidents. You know, that 2-2-1's giving a little trouble. They got to get the ball in the middle, settle down, get it out to their wings, and run their offense. You know, sometimes that press, they don't steal the ball, but they can make them take a quick shot, and that can affect, be just as effective.
That's what's happened here early, and John Francisini wants to address that right now. We mentioned the games that were played today. We had some great games down at the North Quincy Gymnasium today. The Quincy freshman boys beating North Quincy 59-36. The freshman girls for North Quincy beat the freshman girls for Quincy 40-29. We'll give you the JV girls scores at our next break, along with the results of the girls varsity game, which was a beauty. Quincy now gets the ball in bounds. It's Danny Kelly. Looks inside. He's got Fitzpatrick. Now they work the ball. Kelly going left. He's got that shot. Oh, it looked like it was going down from where we sit, but it just went off the front iron. McGillicuddy on the transition. Lays it up off the glass and in, and he got fouled. Phil McGillicuddy, the young sophomore for North Quincy, and a great little player he is. Showed his athletic abilities. He's able to drive to the basket, use his body, and still get the foul shot. Huh, Coach?
Boy, he's a nice player, this McGillicuddy. It's the first time I've seen him play. Left-hander, nice size for a sophomore. He's going to be a good one.
Well, it's 16-7 right now. McGillicuddy at the line. Dip shoots. It's always amazing to me. It's such a good shooter, can miss foul shots, but it happens at every level. Back come the Presidents. Chase Clark, a real good player, has had a nice career himself here at Quincy High School. Down in the corner to Robinson. Back to Clark, top of the key. The left-hander swings it over. Robinson gets it back. Robinson on the wing, trying to get it inside of the post. Could have been a double dribble, didn't call it. Inside to Tam, and that shot's blocked. McCann gets the rebound. On a drive. Spin move underneath. Can't get it to go. Follow by Drysdale. Oh, that electrifies the North Quincy crowd. It's in Quincy's gym, but no matter what gym it is, we got Quincy and North Quincy people. Fitzpatrick travels into transition, and Coach, just what you said, they're just trying to rush it a little bit too much. They get caught up in the action. It's 18-7 right now. Okay, North now with the lead. They've got McGillicuddy bringing up, being harassed by Clark. Beats Clark down the lane on the drive. And Fitzpatrick comes over and says, get that out of here, and he gets called for the foul. Shaking your head, Coach.
Wow. Big transition here. Quincy's got to do a little something to change it. They got to change their defense or make a little adjustment. McGillicuddy seems to be taking over here.
Yeah, for a sophomore, he's got a lot of poise, and he's just a real good offensive player. Once he develops his defensive skills, they'd say he could be a real good one. Okay, North making some substitution changes. And Danny Kelly will come back in for Quincy. He gets a quick breather.
Danny's got to be the one that steps up here. We need him. He's not on the scoreboard yet. We need him to settle down, get a few hoops for us, and lead us. You know, tighten the ball game up.
Okay, McGillicuddy gets one of two. It's 19-7, a 12-point lead here for the Red Raiders. Presidents will try to inbounds it against North's 2-2-1 press. They really haven't had much of a problem with the press other than a one errant pass. Back comes Quincy. They reverse the ball to Fitzpatrick. The big center. He's going to take the ball down the lane himself. He's going to turn around off the glass. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound goes to Clark. He can't get it to go. Good save, and a call the timeout. Alert play. That's Robinson. What do you think about that? A lot of coaches teach that. Eddie, calling a timeout when you go out of bounds this early in the game, do you like your players to do that?
Well, I don't think it hurts, but you don't have them down the stretch. You know we got a problem. But
yeah, the old days we used to just try to turn and fire it off somebody's leg and maybe get the bounce out of bounds. We don't see that anymore. Everybody's into the calling that timeout, and it can be a good play in certain situations, but I'm not sure if it's a good play all the time. 6:22 left. Let's review those scores. We gave you the freshman boys and girls and the JV girls. JV boys game was won by Quincy High in a great game, 53-50, as Ray Papil's team was able to outlast the North Quincy Red Raiders 53-50, and Jimmy Reynolds' squad, who made a nice valiant effort at the end. The big game of the game was the varsity girls game, which was won by North Quincy 44-43, and we'll give you some information on that a little bit later. Chase Clark now gets the ball up top for the President. Swings the ball down to the corner to Antonellis. Antonellis gets the ball to Kelly. Kelly's going to back in. Back to Clark. Clark on a jumper from the top of the key. That goes off the iron. Doesn't go. Fitzpatrick, big rebound. Has it stripped away inside.
Foul on Sleeth, I think.
Foul on Sleeth, it could be. Pat Brigoli made a nice play inside to strip it from Fitzpatrick. He had it knocked away. Quincy gets it back. The foul is on on Brandon Sleeth. Brandon Sleeth's sister plays for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Very instrumental in their big win for the girls' game today. She made a great steal and a pass inside, which really went to the foul shot, which gave North Quincy the win in that one. So Brandon Sleeth is out there for the boys' team today. Their parents must be very proud of both those youngsters. Up top goes to Chase Clark. Nice drive, Antonellis kicks it out. Robinson, jumper, doesn't get it to go. Inside, knocked away. So the Presidents not having much luck with their outside shooting. Goes to Brigoli inside on the transition for North. Down the lane. Holleran couldn't get it to go. Rebounded out, goes to Robinson. Robinson brings it back. He looks for Kelly. On the wing, Kelly gets it. Nothing happens. They bring it up to Fitzpatrick off the pick. Robinson uses it. Goes to Chase Clark in the left lane. Looks for a jumper. Can't get it to go. Looks back outside. Robinson misses it. So, Quincy High Presidents shooting dismally here in this first half. It's 19-7. Red Raiders with a comfortable margin lead. McGillicuddy has it stripped away as he stumbles. And Joey Holleran with hustle gets it back. Holleran, top of the key. Looks for it. Doesn't go. Brigoli rebounds. The alert guard picked it up, knocked it home. Nice play by Bergoli. Presidents now bring it back. They move the ball against this pressure defense by North. Goes inside to Fitzpatrick. Out deep, Kelly. Top of the key. On the right wing now, Kelly dribbling, looking for his opening. Stops, looks for the shot. Doesn't get anything but air on that one. And a rebound back inside. Nice play by Antonellis as he was able to rebound that, go back up with it, Coach.
Good shot. Good job of Antonellis. He's doing a nice job on Dan Kelly right now. He got a hand up in his face and making him earn it. And that's obviously a key. But
for those
Presidents, they don't seem to be panicking. They're just running their offense, and doesn't seem to be a sense of urgency. So I think they'll come back.
Shots haven't gone down yet. For those of you that don't follow Quincy High basketball, Danny Kelly is 35 points away from 1,000 points, so that could be on the back of his mind as well. All right, the Red Raiders rebound the missed foul shot. It's 21-9. Down the drive. Jumper, round the rim, no good. Nice rebound by Fitzpatrick as he's going to have to play a lot against this much taller North Quincy front line. Kelly goes down to the corner. Robinson, nice drive down the lane, has it slapped away. Top of the key, Robinson gets it to Kelly. Kelly calls a play, looks for a little bit of organization down the low post. They want to go to Fitzy inside. The big center. Oh, just misses it, hit the front iron. Rebound, Antonellis, a lefty turn. Nice play by Antonellis.
Nice shot. Doing a little board work on the weak side.
Woo with the ball, goes to McGillicuddy. McGillicuddy bringing it back. It's 21-10. McCann on the wing. He's fresh, hasn't played in a few minutes. Goes back out to Bergoli. Bergoli looks out the wing to McGillicuddy. Looks inside for Wu, can't find him. On the drive to left, he takes the jumper. That hits the front iron, but he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. North Quincy trying to drive and draw the fouls, it looks like, whenever McGillicuddy gets it. I think they got to put somebody on that left hand of McGillicuddy. He's pretty good going down the left with his left hand.
Well, he's going to the basket. Either put it on the left hand or back off a little, make him take the outside shot.
Make him prove it. Okay, McGillicuddy hits that foul shot. What's he got for points so far, Coach?
2, 4, 6. He's got 8 points, 3
Get it.
field goals, 2 foul shots.
Okay, McGillicuddy, leading scorer for the Red Raiders with 8 and the leading scorer in the game right at this point. He'll get another one. See if he can increase that lead. Okay, McGillicuddy goes out. And Brian Burke, senior tri-captain, comes in for North Quincy. 23-11. Presidents break the half-court, three-quarter court pressure.
North man-to-man.
All man-to-man now on a drive. Has it kicked away. And the ball down the corner, slapped around, comes back out to Chase Clark.
Back zone, the back zone.
It's like a hot potato right there.
Back zone.
On the drive, Danny Kelly goes down the baseline, kicks it to the corner, and they say he stepped on the end line. He actually made a nice pass, but he stepped on the end line, so the breaks are just not going the President's way here. Inbounds, goes to Adam Wu. Adam, a 5'9" guard, he's a junior. He's a good one. Stops and pops. Off the iron. McCann rebounds. He goes back up with it, and he's going to get the foul as well as the ball drops through the net. It's 25-11. So I think the North Quincy size has been effective as well. They put a lot of pressure on Fitzpatrick and Kelly and Jurowicz to rebound, and they're a little bit disadvantaged with the heights situation here. So let's see how they react. It's 26-11 now.
McCann's got 9 points.
Matt McCann now with 9 for North Quincy. He's got 2 3-pointers. Robinson now. Quincy settles their offense. They're under control. The ball just has not dropped for them. Kelly looks inside to Fitzpatrick. He bobbles it. They can't get it to go. Antonellis tries to squeeze. Oh, that was Robinson trying to squeeze it up. He couldn't get it to go. And back comes North Quincy, and Chase Clark stops the fast break. McCann on the drive with a jumper. That goes off the glass, gets nothing. Drysdale goes down on a loose ball with Antonellis. It goes out of bounds. That'll be off Ellis, and it'll be North Quincy, off Anton Ellis, excuse me, and that'll be North Quincy ball. Officials doing a great job tonight. Coach, with a timeout, it's 26-11, 2:14 left in the half. What do you think we might see? Any changes here?
Well, I don't know. As I said, there doesn't seem to be a sense of urgency on the Quincy's part. You know, I might think about changing up a little bit before the half. I think Quincy needs a little momentum going into the second half. Danny Kelly, again, if he can come on track, you know, maybe hit a 3, change the tempo. The tempo seems to be all North Quincy's way at this point. The tempo can change, and you can score easily and press. You know, and that's what North Quincy's doing. They're scoring and pressing Quincy. We got to turn that around the other way if Quincy's to get back in it here.
A good crowd here at the Monroe McLean Gymnasium. As we mentioned before, we had some great action. The game just before this, the varsity girls game between North Quincy and Quincy. Great game. Coach Bob Noble of Quincy and Coach Doug McFarland at North Quincy can both be proud of their girls. It was a great game right down to the last second. North Quincy won it 44-43. So the people in this gym are a little bit exhausted from that game as they wait for the second game. And we got a good crowd in here today from a game that was postponed from the snowstorm the night before. So all those people that came out today, we appreciate your support. This game is also being part of a Coaches versus Cancer Fund, which is part of the Mass Basketball Coaches Association. A lot of the proceeds from this game are being dedicated to Coaches versus Cancer. A good cause. Okay, back out top, McCann for North Quincy. Anton Ellis covers him. Chase Clark inside. They kick it to Adam. Whoa, he waits. Not much happening. And he throws the ball away. Anton Ellis with a steal. On the break. He drives. Lays it up with his left hand and gets fouled. Got to say, Anton Ellis has been a spark plug tonight.
Well, he's got 4 points, a couple of baskets. He's got some offensive rebounds. You know, they're paying a lot of attention to Danny and Sean Fitzpatrick, and Larry Antonellis doing a nice job in there for him.
Okay, Antonellis is at the line. He has done a nice job, the 5'10 senior. We mentioned this is a big game to anybody that goes to Quincy or North Quincy, but in particular, this is the last time that Quincy and North Quincy will play in basketball, and it's a very big game for the seniors. That ball is knocked out, goes to McGillicuddy off a Drysdale rebound. McGillicuddy down with a left hand again. They kick it to Adam Wu. He's got the open 3. Doesn't go down. Nice offensive tap inside. North kept it alive. Quincy goes after it. Good hustle. Both teams scrapped on the ground. Ends up in Antonellis' hands after a good play by Robinson to get it to him. Kelly now brings it over half court. They'll swing the ball down to the corner. Back to Kelly. Top of the key, the jumper, just inside the three-point line, doesn't go. Can't find the range for Kelly tonight. We got a foul. That's going to be called on North Quincy's Matt McCann.
Yeah, a little push on the rebound.
And that might be a break that that Quincy High needs. They've got to go into the locker room with some momentum, like you mentioned, Coach, and a couple of foul shots and a steal, that can ignite you. It's not that far-fetched. A 15-point lead is nothing that they cannot come back from.
Danny had a wide open shot. You know, they'll start dropping. He's just got to put them up when they're open.
Chase Clark, the tri-captain. Misses that one. You got to make the foul shots, though, in order to press off of the foul shot. Okay, Clark. He gets beaten by McGillicuddy on the drive. Blocked by Fitzpatrick inside. Rebound by North inside by Burke. He couldn't get it to go. And back comes Kelly for the Presidents. Kelly at the top, right wing now. Gets it to Clark. Settle their offense nice. It's set up nicely. They just can't get it to drop. Antonellis on a nice turnaround, and he hits it. Larry Antonellis having a big game here for the Presidents. Nice job. Joey Holleran brings it back, and they settle their offense as well. As he didn't see numbers on the break, we got a call down in the corner. We got a travel. We believe that was travel on Adam Wu. Again, the cheerleaders, while they're very enthusiastic, they don't make good windows. They make better doors than windows. Okay.
We got a lot of people back and forth here.
Thank you. Presidents get it in bounds to Robinson.
Big possession here, Buck. Big possession.
Chase Clark. Back to Robinson. They take their time. Very patient against this 2-2-1 pressure. Kelly on the drive. Scoops it up. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound goes to McGillicuddy. Brings it down the left side. Off the glass. Can't get it to drop, and he's fouled. Do we see who that foul's on?
That was on Mark Robinson, I believe, number 10.
Foul on Mark Robinson. That's his third foul. That could be costly to get in a foul with 21 seconds. That's his third. And obviously he'll come out and Andy Tim replaces Mark. The referee doesn't allow the substitution to come in for Coach Pregoli. 27-13, North Quincy with a 14-point lead. 21 seconds left in the first half. McGillicuddy makes that one. Well, Coach Miller, now that we're at the helm of these two schools, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of these games.
Wow, these are great games, Art. You know, having played in them myself, I can tell you there's nothing like it.
Okay.
These are for the kids, and they love it. You know, especially the seniors, like you said. This is their day.
Okay, Quincy settles down with 7 seconds left. Kelly, we've got a lot of action inside. We're going to foul, and the foul's called on Burke. Placina can't believe the call, but that was a good pick was made, and Brian kind of got sandwiched, and they caught Brian on the return.
Brian had his elbows up very high on the screen. That's what he called.
Okay. Coach Miller, also a board official, giving us the clarification.
Got to keep your elbows down. You know, he went through the screen with his elbows. That was a good call.
It's a good call, and it gives Quincy a free throw made by Andy Tim. Andy's also a senior, a 5'10" forward. Made that last one, 28-14. Tim dips and shoots. Misses off the front iron. Kelly with it. He goes back for the three-pointer and just misses it. That could have given that little momentum and cut it down to almost that 10-point margin they like to go, but it didn't go. And the North Quincy Red Raiders will leave at halftime with a 28-14 lead. And we're sure to have much more excitement in the second half, and we'll be back at that time. I'd just like to thank our folks at Quincy Access Television that bring this game to you, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back to the the Quincy Gymnasium here, where the North Quincy Red Raiders lead the Presidents 28-14 in the boys varsity game. Great game so far. Quincy has not had much success with their outside shooting, and that's allowed North Quincy to pull away. We've got some scoring for you. For Quincy High School, Andy Tam has 4 points. Larry Antonellis having a very good first half for Quincy. One of the real bright spots. He has 6 points. Adam Jurowitz with 2. And tri-captain and Old Colony League All-Star Chase Clark has 2 for a total of 14 points. On the Red Raider side of the ledger, Phil McGillicuddy, a sophomore, has 2, 4, 6, 9 points. Pat Pregoli with 2. Joey Holleran with 4 points. Matt McCann has 6, 8, 9 points. And Justin Drysdale, 2 points for a total of 28. We mentioned tonight's game as a culmination of a number of games that were played today. The freshman boys and girls games were played at the North Quincy Gymnasium this morning, and I think we have some of those results for you. The freshman boys game was won by Quincy of a score of 59-36 over North Quincy. The North Quincy girls came back in their freshman game, beating Quincy 40-29. The JV girls games were split as well, as the North Quincy girls beat the Quincy girls. I think it was 45-30. And the JV boys defeated the Quincy girls. Boys beat the North Quincy girls 53-50, excuse me. can't even read my own writing. But the game of the day had to be the varsity girls competition, where Colleen Nickel was just outstanding again for the Presidents, and it looked like they had the game won. North Quincy came back, and in the final seconds, with 3 seconds to go, were able to knock down a free throw to win the ball game 44-43. And just a thriller of a game here at the McLean Gymnasium. That had everybody on the edge of their seat before this varsity boys game. We've got both teams warming up. We've got about a minute left before the jump ball of the second half. This game today is being a special fundraiser has been set up for Coaches versus Cancer, which is an organization which is affiliated with the Massachusetts Basketball Coaches Association and the National Basketball Association. Proceeds from fundraisers like the three-point attack, which help for research and education and trying to help the prevention of cancer, is set up through those coaches associations as a start from the death of Jim Valvano, the North Carolina state who died from cancer. You might have heard of the Jimmy V Fund. Well, that's affiliated with the Coaches versus Cancer Attack. We appreciate everybody that donated to that worthy cause today at the North Quincy Games. With me is the athletic director at Quincy High School. His name is Ed Miller. I'm Brian Buckley. We're about ready to start the second half. We have a problem with the clock as it's gone off, as so often happens in games where there are big crowds. Some of the spectators get involved coming in and out of the stands, and a loose wire or something happens, and that looks like to be the case. And as soon as they get that loose wire taken care of, I'm sure the clock will be ready to go. They're working on that right now. Both teams are on the court, North Quincy and Quincy. Don't need to tell the people here in the City of Presidents how much this game means. They're still having a problem with the clock. The first half of the game really went North Quincy's way for most of the half because Quincy struggled offensively, not being able to shoot the ball from the outside. Captain Dan Kelly, 35 points away from the 1,000 point mark. Had plenty of open looks, just couldn't get the ball to drop, and he hasn't scored yet. So about ready to start the half. The referees get the clock fixed. Ed Miller, who was back in his seat after helping out with that Coaches versus Cancer campaign, he's back in his seat. We're ready to go. Quincy brings the ball out, going from left to right on your TV screen.
Quincy's got to get going early. They got to get going early to make this a ball game.
Fitzpatrick with a jumper from the top of the key, can't get it to go. Chase Clark gets the rebound, he can't get it to go. And that's a saying you've heard quite a lot in this first half. And they start out missing two pretty good jumpers. Got the shots they wanted, just can't make them. So Quincy having a dreadful night shooting. And North Quincy, McGillicuddy looking for O'Toole, throws the ball out of bounds. They didn't get good communication together on that one. North now back in their 2-2-1 defense, looking to get the ball is Chase Clark inside to Kelly, back to Fitzpatrick. He stops, bang. Okay, they needed that one to go down. Fitzpatrick hits the jumper.
That's a good start for Quincy. No trouble with the pressure and got a nice 8-foot jumper. Quincy man-to-man again, start the second half.
On the lane goes McGillicuddy, can't get it to go. Inside, Kenny gets it blocked. So, whatever Coach Francisini said in the locker room seems to be working. Fired up defense, 28-16, a 12-point lead now. Trying to get the ball in bounds. McCann does so to McGillicuddy. McCann clears out of there. Kenny comes out to set the screen. McGillicuddy uses it, takes the jumper off the screen. Can't get it to go down. Outlet pass by Kelly, a beauty. On the drive. Andy Tam can't get that one to go down. O'Toole rebound. Kenny. Alley-oop pass to McCann. Can't control it. And Chase Clark rebounds and lets everybody clear out of his way, and they'll bring it up, set their offense. 14:35 left in the second half. Plenty of time for Quincy to get back in this ball game. Clark to Tam. Tam on a wing. Tries to get inside. There's nothing there. Clark uses the pick. They swing it to the left side. Kelly now down into the corner. Turns, kicks it back out. Clark looks for the jumper, hesitates, goes back up with it. Bang! And here come the Presidents. 28-18.
Nice rotation. Nice rotation on that shot. Bang. Pulled up. very aggressive offense.
Okay, McGillicuddy brings it back for the Red Raiders. Down inside. Round the rim.
Play.
Matt McCann get good position, sealed off his defender, and was able to make the shot in off the glass. Chase Clark, nice pass. Inside, a beauty as they attack that pressure in North Quincy. It's 30-20. Antonellis having a great game. I believe that's his 8th point of the ball game.
He's got 8. You called it, though. They attacked the pressure. They didn't pull it out.
McGillicuddy, jumper, top of the key. That doesn't go. He's short. Gets his own rebound. Back up again. That's short. And Fitzpatrick rebounds. To Antonellis. Here they come. Clark with the ball. Goes down the lane. Drives. And the basket goes. But they're going to call an offensive foul. Adam Wu stuck his nose in there and all of his body. Picked up the charge on Clark, who made a good drive, but the basket does not count. That's always a real momentum builder for your team when you can get an offensive foul called. Coach, you've always been a defensive coach.
Absolutely. That was a very good call by the official. And the North Quincy guy got his body in there and took it, and he deserved the call.
Whoever it did.
North Quincy called
it. Is it North? They want to address something that they saw, the coaching staff. There's 13:22 left in this second half. Plenty of time left. It's 30-20, a 10-point lead for North Quincy. And as we saw in the games today, especially in that JV boys game, we saw leads dwindle awful fast.
Wow, yeah. Quincy was up quite a bit coming down the stretch, and all of a sudden North Quincy makes a run at him and got it to 3 with the last shot.
They had a chance
to tie it, yeah.
That's right.
Well, anything can happen in this rivalry.
So if you're watching this game, we don't know what's going to happen, but don't assume that this is going to go the Red Raiders' way, because anything can happen in the Quincy-North Quincy rivalry. Kenny with the ball, brings it up the right sideline, uncontested really. Wu up top. McGillicuddy looks inside, they can't get it there. Looking for McCann. McCann picks away. There's a swing down to Kenny, who cuts down the lane. He gets into the corner. He'll take one dribble, bring it back out to Wu. Fakes the three-pointer, drives, jump step. Inside off the glass. Adam Wu. Tough play there. Quincy had a pretty well defense, but he made a real good shot off the glass.
His first 2 of the evening.
32-20. Back comes Quincy. Fitzpatrick on the drive, takes it right to the basket, and that one just hangs on the rim and drops out.
Boy, how'd that stay out? Nice play by Fitzpatrick. Ball just didn't want to roll for him.
Okay, full court pressure by Quincy. Man-to-man. They don't double on inbound. Sometimes they like to double on the inbounds pass. They're going straight man-to-man. McGillicuddy kicks the ball out to the wing. Goes down into the low post, kick back out to McGillicuddy on the loose ball. He's at the top of the key. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. McCann looks, goes down to the corner. O'Toole, the big guy drives, lays it up off the glass, and that doesn't get anywhere near the iron. Kelly brings it back. Good defense by Quincy there as O'Toole couldn't get that ball up there. He made a good first step, couldn't get the drive. Chase Clark uses the pick nicely, but they're going to call a moving screen, I believe, on Larry Antonellis.
Got to hold those screens. He's moving as he sets the screen. You got to give that offensive player some room so we can get by.
McGillicuddy now. Young sophomore, shows me plenty of poise, brings the ball up. Chase Clark, the senior tri-captain for Quincy, trying to cover McGillicuddy. It's not an easy task. Wu, what a drive. Good penetration by Adam Wu. He likes to take the ball to the basket. He got fouled. Do we see who that foul's on? They're a little slow getting the foul up on the board. I'm not sure. Yes, we get it now. It's on Sean Fitzpatrick.
His second foul.
The big 6'4" senior forward playing in his last Quincy North basketball game. Drysdale, number 34 for North Quincy, replaces O'Toole. So Danny O'Toole sits down, Justin Drysdale comes in, they make a change, they bring height, and then they bring in more height. Okay, Adam Wu at the line makes the free throw.
4 points for Wu.
Coach Ted Stevenson happy the way his team's playing so far as the Red Raiders lead 34-30, 34-20, excuse me. Fitzpatrick goes down to the corner, Antonellis. Back out to Robinson. Clark settles down. Goes to Robinson. They haven't been able to free Kelly this half. Robinson with a jumper. That goes down. And they seem to be heating up just a little bit now. 34-22, 11:25 left in this second half. McGillicuddy kicks the ball to McCann on the wing. They're going to get him for a travel. Picked up his pivot foot. We see that a lot.
Shuffle those feet.
We were talking today, Coach, both of us, how some of the fundamentals people forget. They're very important. Just catching the ball, moving, pivoting. Those are very important skills. And we've seen it in all the games today that the kids out there, those are the things you got to work on. Okay, Clark on the wing. Looks, goes down in the corner. Skipped away. I think they're going to call a kick. That'll go Quincy's way down in the corner. Danny Kelly will take the ball out of bounds on the end line for Quincy High. Pick for Robinson. He can't get the ball coming down the lane. Goes to the corner. And that's Danny Kelly. Finally get on the board. Nice shot by Danny. 34-25, and they've cut that lead down to 9. Back come the Presidents. McGillicuddy on the drive. Nice pass as he's trying to get it inside to Drysdale, and they're going to call him on the pass off. There's going to be a foul inside.
Oh, that foul was on the way in on Antonellis. It wasn't on the big guy. That would have been the big guy's third. So Antonellis reaches in there.
All right, Kenny gets the ball to McCann. McCann on the drive, up off the glass with the left hand, doesn't get it to go. Fitzpatrick rebounds to Kelly. Kicks the ball out on a nice inside-out move. And on a drive, Robinson gets somebody to draw a foul. I'm not sure who they're going to call that one on. It'll be Quincy ball. You get the ball in the corner. They swing it up top to Clark. Down to Antonellis in the corner. He makes a good drive. Shut off. Clark gets it. One dribble over to Robinson. The jumper. Doesn't go. Wu had the rebound. Has it tipped out. Goes to Clark. A jumper. That goes around the rim and in. 34-27. Coach Ted Stevenson standing with his arms crossed, wondering what he has to do now at this point. Phil McGillicuddy on the drive. The lefty runner. Sweet, but it doesn't go. Back comes Kelly. He takes the three. That goes in and out, doesn't drop. Crowd felt it was going. And we got the ball on the end line. That's going to be Quincy High basketball.
Boy, that was in and out. That was in and out. That would have been a nice momentum swing right there. Cut the lead 2-4.
You can feel it. That momentum starting to change a little bit, and the crowd feels it as well. This home crowd of Quincy High School, as we say, it's never really a home court advantage because we've got plenty of people from both ends of the city watching this ball game. And Robinson tries to drive. McCann gets called for the push-off.
See, I think what Quincy's doing here is you got Robinson and Kelly on the same side. That gives you two threats if Danny can start hitting from the outside. Robinson seems to be taking a little bit more control of the offense for Quincy.
Looks like they made that adjustment at halftime, Coach.
Yes.
Okay, Clark with the ball at the top of the key. Gets a pick by Fitzpatrick. They cut it down into the corner for Robinson. The ball doesn't go up onto the iron. Fitzpatrick stays with it. Nice putback by the big guy. Wow, he just threw bodies out of the way, went after that rebound. That's good offensive rebounding by Fitzpatrick, and he laid the ball in. 34-25, a 5-point lead now. North Quincy in control, but the lead's been dwindling. Adam Wu on a drive. Nice layup and in. Good first step, was able to get the lane, and he just laid it in.
Wu's got 6 points all in the second half. He's been scoring for, doing the scoring for North Quincy.
36-29, 7-point lead. Fitzpatrick looks. Can't find the open receiver, does this time to Clark, but he's way out front. Can't hurt anybody there. He's going to penetrate a little bit. Inside, nice pass. Antonellis on the scoop, doesn't go. Rebound, Fitzpatrick again. He's been a force, he's hanging in there. The big guys played it hard for Presidents all day today. McGillicuddy brings it back. Clark on the drive. Okay, it's been Clark and McGillicuddy going against each other all the time, and they're going to call Clark with that foul. Both these players, you see them pat each other on the back. They're both working hard. Good sportsmanship. Coach, that's what we like to see.
Oh, sportsmanship is the name of the game.
You can work as hard as you want. You can be aggressive. You can go for loose balls. You can bang people or rebounds. But when it's said and done, you want to shake the other guy's hand and say, nice game.
We've seen plenty of that. We've seen plenty of that today. It's been a wonderful day for North Quincy sports. And we got a hockey game later on tonight.
Well, I can't tell you that they'll have any less aggressiveness there. You know those hockey guys.
Oh, boy, I'll tell
they'll
you.
be checking tonight as well.
That's right. But we've had a great day of sportsmanship thus far. We hope it continues the rest of the day.
McGillicuddy dip shoots. He makes that one. So we talked about free throw shooting. McGillicuddy proves its worth there. It's now 38-31. 8:35 left in the ball game at Monroe McLean Gymnasium here at the Quincy High School complex. Fitzpatrick on the drive. Looks. Jumper. Bang!
Wow.
Oh, is he hot? O'Toole shaking his head.
O'Toole played great defense there, and Fitzy still made it. Up and over him.
That's right. Good offense against good defense. 38-33. Wu on the drive. Kicks it back out nicely. The three! In and out as Holleran couldn't get it to go. Everybody on the floor. Ball comes out to Kenny. They kick it out. Clark steals it. On the drive. The senior drives, lays it up. It goes. No call. No call. Great play by Clark. It's 38-35. 7:48 remaining in the game. Don't go away. We said Quincy would make a run, and they have. Adam Wu now trying to relieve the pressure. He'll go down the lane. Kick it back out. Holleran. Jumper. That's an air ball. Doesn't go down. Quincy gets the rebound. And we had a timeout call. Smart play. That was by Robinson. We couldn't see his number. Mark Robinson with a nice play calling a timeout. But they've done that twice. I don't know how many timeouts Coach Francisini has left now, Coach.
I think he's got 2 left. I think that's Quincy's 3rd foul. Robinson's called 2 timeouts, and Coach France called 1 timeout. So I think they've got 2 left.
Good
That's
comment.
the danger of kids calling timeout on the floor coming down the stretch. You want to have at least a couple left the last few minutes of the game.
And traditionally, I say traditionally, obviously some games are won by more margins in some years than others, but traditionally this game is usually close coming down the stretch. So you do want to have those timeouts available to you if you're a coach. Nonetheless, it was an alert play to keep possession in Quincy's hands. They'll take the ball out of bounds underneath. It'll be Chase Clark.
Quincy's climbing the mountain, and you know, you got to get to the top of that mountain or get over the mountain. So that was a good timeout at that point. You know, they're coming back and.
Stolen away. Seemed to be some miscommunication there for the Presidents. Adam Wu kind of had the ball fall in his lap. Adam now on the drive. A nice pass off to O'Toole. He'll go up off the glass and lay it in. The big senior makes a bucket, and it's 40-35. It's 7:18 left in this ball game at Quincy High School. Presidents now looking at this 2-2-1 press. Coach Stevenson's used this the whole game, trying to slow down the Presidents' fast break attack, and it's done that. Up top, Clark goes inside. We're going to have a foul on Kenny as he was shoving inside. Who's that? That was Adam Jurowitz inside getting position. They call a foul on Kenny.
Couple of subs coming in for North Quincy. McCann.
Matt McCann, an Old Colony All-Star, replaces Phil McGillicuddy, an Old Colony All-Star for North. Old Colony All-Stars for Quincy High, Danny Kelly and Chase Clark. So they're well represented for their All-Star teams at the Old Colony Conference. Colony League. Inside it goes to Fitzpatrick on a spin move. They're going to call a block on O'Toole. Good call by the official.
What happened is, as he spun inside, he got his feet hung up. That's a tough call, but it's the right call. And it was a foul on the big guy.
Quincy gets it back in. Chase Clark, top of the key, looking inside, can't find anybody. They try to isolate Kelly in the low post. They do. Kelly gets the ball. With his back to the basket, turn around. Good defense inside by Sleeth. Kelly has to go off the back iron. And here comes McGillicuddy and the Red Raiders. They bring it back out. McGillicuddy on the drive. He kicks it back out. Sleeth, he's a threat. In and out. Rebound. Kelly. Presidents down 5, 6:24 left. Need a hoop here. Danny Kelly, the leader of this team. Jumper. Bang! it now for Quincy. They're down 3. Red Raiders with a 40-37 lead.
Tough shot by Kelly. That defender was right up on him, and he kind of forced it, but he made it.
Okay, McCann gets the ball down to O'Toole. Throws the ball out of bounds. We talked about that play earlier, Coach.
There it is.
The
No
old throwing
timeout.
at their legs and hope it bounces out of bounds, and he did that.
That's an old Marymount playground trick, I think. Huh?
Yeah, and for those Quincy High fans, it was an old Elm Street
That's
trick,
right.
too.
That's right.
McGillicuddy up top. Drives, jumper. That goes off the glass. O'Toole rebounds, tries to go back up. Back to McCann. He guesses it. Rebound. Robinson.
What a nice rebound. Wow. Mark Robinson get up there in the boards with the big guys. Mark's listed at 5'9". He looks a little bigger than that, but I'll tell you, he had some rise on that one and got up above Fitzy and grabbed that rebound.
He was up there. 5'9" junior. He'll be back for Coach Fran next year. Kelly now over half court, being pressured by Adam Wu, who's a tough defender. Right at Kelly's shirt all the way on the wing. Tam gets the ball back out to, excuse me, that was Robinson back out to Kelly. Kelly on the drive. Left hand down the lane, throws it up, and he gets fouled. Once he gets that baseline, you're not going to stop him. He's like a big truck motoring on in.
He's strong under there.
Great athlete, good football player.
Danny's been slowed this year with that knee injury. He had an operation after the football season, and that slowed him down, but he's having a great year. He's rounded into shape.
He hits the first one or two. It's now 40-38. You can always bet your life on it. The game down the stretch is going to be close. And once again, we got a beauty. 40-38. North Quincy leading the Quincy Presidents. Kelly dips, shoots. Misses that one. Ball's tipped. And they're going to call it. The crowd doesn't like the call. We can't tell from here. They're going to call a North Quincy ball, though. John O'Connell in for the first time, takes the ball out of bounds. It goes to McGillicuddy on the drive. He's played most of the game. McGillicuddy looks, passes off to McCann, a jumper, in and out, doesn't go. And we got a call inside on a tip-in. I believe that's on Danny Kelly.
Antonellis, I think.
Is it on Antonellis?
I think so.
Yes, it is. It's his third foul.
Little
Good
weak
call,
side
Coach.
rebounding. The bigger guy for North.
6'4", sophomore.
John O'Connell.
John O'Connell.
Nice
Gets
job
a
on the
chance to
boards.
contribute in a game for the first time in his short career. And that one goes off the iron. Oh, you can imagine the nervousness of a young sophomore going to the line in the big game of the year.
Wow.
He's at the line for this one. He dips, shoots. He makes that one. Good for him. It's now 41-38, three-point lead. Just over 5 minutes left. Presidents take the ball in bounds. Robinson gets it back to Clark. Looks like North Quincy's going to go to their 3-2 defense, so they do. It's a zone. Kelly out top, goes to Fitzpatrick. Stops for the jumper. The big guy's been hot. Missed that one. Adabu on the drive in transition. He's going to take it all the way to McCann. Lays it up. No good. Rebound off the glass. And Drysdale, a 6'9 senior, aggressive to the glass, was able to get that ball, keep it over his head, and draw the foul. Didn't make much of a real offensive move, but just kept the ball up there, Coach.
Wu is making a lot of contributions in the second half. He's got a few hoops, and he got a nice rebound that time and kept it low, got it down the floor in a hurry, and got McCann a nice look at it. And the big fellow was able to clean up Justin Drysdale on the offensive rebound and shoot 2 foul shots.
This is his opportunity. They have a 3-point lead. You can hear the crowd here. Quincy High School. We had it at North this afternoon, the crowd getting into it. Not quite Duke and North Carolina, but to everybody involved, it's Duke, North
That's
Carolina. I
right.
can tell you that right now. At the line.
Players and fans alike.
You got it. Drysdale, the big senior, dips, shoots. That one goes off the iron. Rebound Fitzpatrick, kick back out. Robinson comes up with a loose ball. Good hustle by
Big
the
possession.
Presidents. Big possession is right. A 3 will tie it. It's 41-38. 4.5 minutes left in this ball game. Kelly up top, takes his time. Robinson looks for Antonellis coming up. He's open, gets the ball at the elbow. On the drive, the runner. Yes! And Larry Antonellis having a great game tonight. Good play. It's 41-40. Boy, this could be on national TV, this type of ball game. On the line. Drive, it's McGillicuddy has the shot blocked, and there's action inside. We see bodies flying everywhere.
It's got to be on Kelly.
Drysdale and Kelly. And they're going to call it on Kelly. You're right, Coach. Whew, bodies going everywhere.
That was a major league collision there.
And again, we reiterate, as physical as this game is and as hard fought as it's been, we've seen nothing cheap. Both coaches should be congratulated for that.
Oh yeah, both teams are under control.
Referees have done a nice job again tonight also.
2 veteran officials. Tommy Brault, been around a long time, and Ronnie.
I'd like to thank our friends Betty Campbell and Barry Welch of Quincy Access Television who are here tonight providing this coverage for you. For those folks at home that would like to see their grandson or granddaughter in these games that are provided for you by Quincy Access Television, it's a thrill. If you can't get to the game, come out here and you get a chance to see your own kids at home. And for those people that come to the game, you get to see it again.
That's right.
Okay, Stevie Drysdale at the line. Once again, the big fella. Misses that one. So he's a little cold from the foul line.
Those foul shots can loom big.
Kelly now
in a
takes
ball
control.
Game.
He's a leader. You can see it in his eyes, and everybody looks to him to be the leader. On the drive, pretty good pass off, but it's slapped away. Good defense by McCann and the North Quincy Red Raiders. McCann brings it out over half court. We'll call the all-star to another. McGillicuddy gets it and shoots it. Doesn't go. And we got a grab on Drysdale.
I think that puts Quincy in the 1-on-1. Both teams 1-on-1.
Okay, both teams in the 1-on-1 situation. For those of you who aren't familiar with that, on the 7th team foul, anytime you're fouled, you go to the line for 1-on-1. On the 10th team foul, anytime you go to the line, it's an automatic 2 shots. So you said it earlier, Coach, foul shooting is very, very important, and even more so once you get in the bonus situation.
That's right.
Okay, Chase Clark, the senior tri-captain. That doesn't go down, around the rim and out. Drysdale, big rebound. The big fella's having a nice game.
Quincy had an opportunity to take the lead. Foul shooting, so important in this game of basketball.
Wu goes to the corner to Ketty. Ketty, nice pass inside. It's tapped away. He was going for McCann. Ball was tapped away. And Kelly gets the basketball. What a surprise. They'll let him run the offense. He'll bring it up. Jumper from the three-point line. He's got it. They're going to call it a 2, though. Just inside the line.
First lead of the night for Quincy.
Quincy takes the lead for the first time, 42-41. That brings some of the Quincy fans to their feet. North on the drive. That's Matt McCann up off the glass, and he answers. It's 43-42. North now in their 2-2-1 press, looking to get Quincy to turn the ball over. It doesn't happen. They drop back into a man-to-man. From the corner, around the rim, no good. Rebounds alive. Kenny with a big rebound. Gets it to Adam Wu. 43-42. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. McGillicuddy goes down to the corner. He looks the situation over, kicks it out to McCann. Over to Wu. Wu looking. He's going to try to take it himself. He does. Nice jumper. Leads away. It goes. Adam Wu, coach, you said he's having a great half. That's a big bucket.
Wow. He wanted it, too. He wasn't giving that one up. He wanted it.
45-42, and you like to see that. Let's see what Quincy answers with. Robinson now. They get the ball to Fitzpatrick. Swing pass out to Clark. Clark the jumper. His turn. Off the front iron. Rebound Wu. 45-42. It's still 2 minutes left to the ball game. McGillicuddy out in the right wing. Looks inside for Kenny. Can't find anything. Uses the pick. Penetrates. Has it kicked away. Good defense by Robinson. Stolen away. Clark to Kelly. to Robinson, lays it up, misses the layup. Oh, and we got a call on the ensuing rebound. Tough break for the Presidents. Great transition bucket. Ball rolled off the iron. Wow, what a momentum swing there, Coach.
You're not kidding. Danny Kelly made a great pass because the North Quincy defender was going to slide under and try to take the charge. And the ball just didn't go in for the Presidents.
Well, with timeout on the floor, the score is 45-42. 1:44 remaining in this thriller at the Monroe McClay Gymnasium here at the Center for Vocational Technical Education. Is that it, Coach Miller?
You got it.
I usually call it Quincy High School's gym. And I think the youngsters that have played here for the last 4 years, the seniors, this is a great way to end your career. Win or lose, both teams have been giving it their all.
That's right, Buck. Also, we got the senior cheerleaders here, and they're doing a great job. They've done a great job for 4 years, and they're to be congratulated.
The cheerleaders don't get enough credit. You know, they go kind of as unsung heroes, but
they work
that
hard.
adds to the excitement of the ball game.
Absolutely. They work hard, and they deserve a lot of credit.
You got that right. And in fact, if those folks at home have watched their ESPN television, you see the cheerleading competition in college level. It's really considered a sport at the college level. It's big time. So we congratulate all the cheerleaders, their fans alike, for their support, their enthusiasm, and making this the game that it is. The Quincy-North Quincy rivalry, a beauty, and we've got a beauty here. It's 45-42. At the line, Drysdale, the big senior center, 6'9". That goes off the eye, doesn't get it to go. Coach Stevenson, keeping the big senior in there, wants to give an opportunity to contribute. He's been in his program, and the big seniors responded with some timely rebounding and defense. Goes down to Kelly, down in the corner. From three-point land!
Wow.
Danny Kelly's been doing it his whole career. He's done it once again.
What
the ball game is tied, 45-45.
Boy, that was downtown, Brian.
Woo, from the corner. Nobody could cover that. That was a major league three. Here comes Adam Wu trying to respond. The jumper. That's going to go off the back iron. Rebound. McGillicuddy, the sophomore guard, follows off the glass. 47-45. 1:04 left in the ball game. Kelly bringing it back. Talk about total poise. Danny Kelly looks the situation over. They go to Fitzpatrick, to Antonellis on the jumper. That goes off the iron. Fitzpatrick rebounds. He's going to go back up. Off the glass. No good. Rebound, Tippett. Oh, my word. Ball game's tied. 47-47. 37 seconds left. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. McGillicuddy on a jumper from the corner. That doesn't go down. Rebound, Quincy. They're going to get a chance to win it on their home court. 25 seconds left. Presidents with the basketball, and they're going to call timeout. Quincy High calls time. Coach, I'm losing my voice. Help me out.
Well, we got 23 seconds left. We got 23 seconds on the shot clock. We got a tie ball game. And like I said earlier, Quincy had no sense of urgency. They must have known something we didn't know. And they've come back with timely hoops by Danny Kelly, who is the leader on the team. And, boy, he was shut out for the longest time. He's hit 2 big threes in the second half. And he's got 11 points. So, all, I think, coming in the second half.
Yeah, he has all in the second half. And you mentioned that earlier, that he had to keep shooting. He had some good looks. The ball just didn't go down in the first half. And you mentioned, said if he stays that way, stays poised, the shots will come. And a great prediction, because that's just what's happened. He's made them when he's counted. I mean, this senior needs 35 points for 1,000 in his career. He's been injured this year, and he's that much closer. This makes it with the 11 points. He only needs 24, and he hopes to get that in one of the next 2 games. But that's only secondary to winning this ball game right now.
You look to Kelly. I'm sure they're going to go to Kelly, maybe run some kind of a clear out. Here we go.
47-47, 18 seconds. Adam Wu covering Kelly. They're going to go head-to-head in this battle. Wu trying to shut off the baseline. Kelly goes all the way, lays it in! What a play by Danny Kelly! And North Quincy calls timeout. 49-47. The Quincy Presidents have come back after being down as much as 15 in the first half. Now have the lead, 49-47, with 7 seconds left but Coach, 7 seconds in a basketball game is a lifetime.
Oh boy, this basketball game is far from over. You could see many things happen in 7 seconds, as you say. What a game. What a tremendous game.
Well, we mentioned earlier the girls' game wasn't settled until the buzzer went off, as North Quincy won that one, 43-42. This game stands at 49-47. Quincy, what a way to end the basketball season here in the City of Presidents, I'll tell you that much. People on their feet at both ends of the gymnasium.
The two officials talking things over. A lot could happen at the end. Tommy Brault's going to be trailing the play, and he'll have the last shot call. So that's what they were discussing at midcourt.
Let's see what happens. Shot clock is off. 7 seconds left in the ball game. McGillicuddy trying to get it in. They're going to go for the home run. It goes to McCann. Inside to Kenny. He drives. Throws it up. O'Toole at the buzzer. Around the rim. Tip in. Tip in. Does it go? We're waiting. We're waiting. We don't know. There's a tip in.
Basket.
I think they're going to score it. I thought the buzzer might have gone off. We didn't hear the buzzer. The buzzer did not go off. The clock did not have the buzzer. That's what it appears.
They're going to score the basket, I think. Wow, we got a controversy. No basket. Oh, my God.
They ruled it off. They ruled it off. Well, this game has ended in a little bit of a controversy, and Athletic Director Ed Miller is out there right now as Coach Ted Stevenson wants to talk to the official. The game right now stands 49-47. I believe it was Mac McCann, or it could have been Mike Kenny that tipped the ball in. We couldn't see in the fracas, but it did appear to me that the clock had run out, but the buzzer did not sound. That's unfortunate that that does happen if the buzzer is not, and that's the way they're going to let it stand. The Quincy Presidents and the North Quincy Red Raiders have battled here in a game that probably shouldn't have been won by anyone. It's a shame that either team had to win this one, but the hats are off to the Quincy Presidents in a tremendous comeback, have defeated North Quincy 49-47. I'm going to try to give you a rundown of some of the points as the gymnasium clears out here. For Quincy High, Mark Robinson with 2 points. Andy Tam with 4. Larry Antonellis with a great game, the senior. What a way to finish his North Quincy career with 10 points. And Danny Kelly, all in the second half. 3, 6, 8, 10, 11 points. But the big ones came down the stretch as he was able to lead this team to a victory. 2 points by Adam Jurowitz, who did a nice job inside. Tri-captain Sean Fitzpatrick, he was great, especially at the start of the second half with 10. And Chase Clark, also a tri-captain and Old Colony League All-Star, had 8. On the other side of the ledger, for the disappointed North Quincy Red Raiders, Phil McGillicuddy had a great game, 2, 4, 6, 8. 13, we have him for 13. Pat Pregoli with 2. Adam Wu ended up with 9 points. Joey Holler in 2 big buckets for 4. Matt McCann had a great game with 6, 9, 12, 13. Joe O'Connell had a bucket, I believe, or a free throw. Danny O'Toole with 2, and Justin Drysdale with 2 for a total of 47. Now, our figures might be wrong. We try to do that at the scorer's table. We don't have the official book, but you can wonder why my voice is going. What a game. The final 49-47. The Presidents, a controversial play at the end. I think the officials made the right call. Coach Ted Stevenson does not think so. Obviously, that's a hard call to make. Either way, it's too bad it had to end that way with a little bit of controversy. But both coaches shook hands afterwards. Both teams played a great game. We mentioned again the girls' game, a 1-pointer, 43-42 in favor of North Quincy. So in the varsity, they split. North Quincy wins the girls' game, and Quincy High wins the boys' game. Once again, the final score, 49-47. An exhausted Brian Buckley, Coach Ed Miller out here in his home gymnasium, I should say athletic director here for Quincy High School, making sure all the controversy is taken care of. I'm here with the Quincy Access Television people, Betty Campbell and Barry Welch. Thank you And if you're wondering why my voice is going, these two games will do it to anybody. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, everybody. For Quincy Access Television, good night, everyone.